If you want to reach B1 French, grammar alone won't get you there. What will get you there is knowing the words that real French people use every day. The ones in conversations, in emails, in bakeries, in arguments, in friendships. Bonjour, and welcome back to Airlearn French. Today we're looking at something super useful, a mixed list of everyday feelings and practical French words that really help reach B1 level in French. If you learn these with examples, you'll feel your French leveling up immediately. Before we dive in, if you want to hear these words used naturally in cafes, offices, families, the Airlearn app can really help. You get real-life dialogues, pronunciation help, and instant feedback. All right, let's begin. L'habitude, habit. La habitude, l'habitude, meaning habit, something you do regularly. For example, j'ai l'habitude de lire le soir. I'm used to reading at night. Il a l'habitude d'arriver en retard. He has a habit of arriving late. C'est une habitude difficile à changer. It's a difficult habit to change. Elle a l'habitude de prendre un café après le déjeuner. She is used to having a coffee after lunch. Nous avons l'habitude de voyager en été. We usually travel in summer. All right. Next, let's move to a word that's super French and very common. La méfiance. Distrust, suspicion. Meaning, when you're careful or unsure about someone, something. For example, j'ai de la méfiance envers ce vendeur. I'm suspicious of that seller. Sa méfiance vient d'une mauvaise expérience. His distrust comes from a bad experience. La méfiance entre les voisins a augmenté. Distrust between the neighbors has increased. Elle regarde cet homme avec méfiance. She looks at that man with suspicion. La méfiance peut parfois protéger d'un danger. Distrust can sometimes protect you from danger. Speaking of feelings, here's another emotional word you'll hear everywhere. Le soulagement, relief, meaning that feeling when a problem is solved. For example, quel soulagement, what a relief. J'ai eu un grand soulagement après l'examen. I felt a huge relief after the exam. Son message m'a apporté du soulagement. Her message brought me relief. C'est un soulagement de savoir que tout va bien. It's a relief to know that everything is fine. Après la pluie, c'est un vrai soulagement. After the rain stopped, it was a real relief. Très up, le délai. Deadlines, time limit. Meaning, a fixed amount of time to complete something. For example, le délai est très court. The deadline is very short. Nous devons respecter le délai. We must respect the deadlines. Le délai de livraison est de 2 jours. The delivery time is 2 days. Ils ont prolongé le délai. They extended the deadline. Je suis stressé à cause des délais. I'm stressed because of the deadlines. And speaking of deadlines, here's a word that describes availability. La disponibilité. Availability, meaning being free, having time. For example, merci pour votre disponibilité. Thank you for your availability. Je n'ai pas beaucoup de disponibilité cette semaine. I don't have much availability this week. Sa disponibilité est impressionnante. His availability is impressive. Avez-vous une disponibilité demain? Do you have availability tomorrow? Elle manque de disponibilité en ce moment. She lacks availability at the moment. Okay, now let's move to a very expressive word, l'ennui, boredom or annoyance, meaning boredom or a small problem depending on context. For example, j'ai de l'ennui en réunion. I get bored in meetings. C'est un petit ennui, rien de grave. It's a small problem, nothing serious. L'ennui peut être créatif. Boredom can be creative. Il a eu un ennui avec sa voiture. He had a problem with his car. L'ennui s'installe quand on attend trop longtemps. Boredom settles in when you wait too long. Next word, la démarche, procedure, step, approach. Meaning, steps you follow on your way to doing something. For example, la démarche administrative est compliquée. The administrative process is complicated. J'aime sa démarche dans le travail. I like his approach to work. Peux-tu m'expliquer la démarche? Can you explain the process to me? Sa démarche est très professionnelle. His approach is very professional. La démarche à suivre est indiquée ici. The steps to follow are written here. And here's another everyday word French people use constantly. Le trajet, journey, route, commute. For example, le trajet dure 20 minutes. The trip takes 20 minutes. Je fais le même trajet tous les jours. I take the same route every day. Le trajet en bus est plus long. The bus trip is longer. Le trajet jusqu'à Paris est agréable. The journey to Paris is pleasant. Nous avons raccourci le trajet. We shortened the trip. If you live in France, one day this next word is essential. Le voisinage, neighborhood, neighbors. For example, le voisinage est très calme. The neighborhood is very quiet. J'aime bien mon voisinage. I like my neighborhood. Le voisinage organise une fête. The neighborhood is organizing a party. Le voisinage peut être bruyant parfois. The neighborhood can be noisy sometimes. Il y a un bon esprit de voisinage ici. There's a good neighborhood spirit here. Let's wrap this list with a powerful and advanced feeling word. L'objectif. Goal, objective. Meaning your target, what you want to achieve. For example, mon objectif est de parler en français couramment. My goal is to speak French fluently. Nous avons atteint notre objectif. We have reached our goal. Chaque objectif doit être clair. Every goal should be clear. Il travaille dur pour son objectif. He works hard for his goal. Fixons un objectif. Let's set a new goal. So, how many of these words did you already know? If you understand most of them, you're definitely moving towards B1 level. To make sure you don't forget these words, practice them with Airlearn app. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Merci, à très bientôt.